Hello everyone, I'm Ali K, and this is my show, Real Shit with Ali K. Now, I gotta say, tonight's gonna be awkward, because I'm gonna be talking about something that I posted on Facebook, and you guys asked me, but not on Facebook. You talked to me on the phone, you talked to me in person, and you called me up and asked me, okay, Ali, what is this thing about zombie says wiener is good? Okay, this is how the story goes. A while back, a week basically, a week ago on Thursday, me and three other friends, Randy, Andrew, and Dylan, or Devin, my bad. Me, Randy, Andrew, and Devin went to a Cyclones game. Then we came back from a Cyclones game. Randy's driving us there, by the way, driving us back and forth. He's an awesome guy, by the way. You guys, if you don't know Randy Geiger, hit him up. He's an awesome guy. Now, the story goes is we're coming back from the Cyclones game. By the way, they won this. This is part of the story. They won this thing, so we're acting like animals. Woo! You know, they win. You have to act like an animal because we're representing the city. So we come back. We're going to Randy's place to drop off Drew to get his car. But before we can go to Randy's spot, we notice this person is walking very slowly, and the way she's breathing is extraordinarily funny because she is not breathing, she's eating air. Now, Randy was pointing out to me that it's like, hey, that's a zombie, man. It's like, Randy, you can't say that. That's awfully rude, man. This person could be handicapped or special needs. And sure enough, it was a zombie. So Randy was right from the get go. He was on it. It's like, I told you, man, that's a zombie. So it's like, first, I was like, okay, hold on. We stopped the car. We looked very carefully at this walking, slowing being, the zombie. She turned around in a thriller motion, like thriller, whatever. And she's like, word, word, in a extra spooky way. And I was like, yeah, that's a zombie. So we jetted out of there before anything. Now some of you guys are asking, why didn't we help this person? Well, it was a zombie, for crying out loud. And we did call the police, but they said, sir, we do not take prank calls. Stop bugging us, for we have to deal with bigger emergencies than yours. It's like, what an asshole. The police didn't want to deal with the zombies. And, we didn't have a scientist or a doctor to come up with a cure for this zombie. For this zombie did not crave brains and flesh of people, skulls and arms and legs. This zombie was going after a special brain and flesh. Flesh of your foreskin from your penis and brains from your nuts. This zombie was not an ordinary zombie, if you can catch my picture. Now, me and Randy was talking about how can someone let this zombie be and stuff like that. And how do you stop this zombie who craves these unprofound urges and needs? We did not have bullets with sperm in it to slow down this beast or anything. So all we could do was run. And we were thinking, me and Randy, in a scientific way, what would happen if this monster of a person would bite us? Randy came up with diseases while I came up with drug solutions on how high it would be for this zombie would come and bite you while under the influence of crack, coke, and meth, and just a dash of weed, because you have to be cool when biting someone. You have to be in a cool state of mind and not flinch if you're calm and cool. And Randy was coming up with scenarios of how many diseases this zombie may have. He already brought to attention that it might have hepatitis A, B, and C. And if you're lucky, it might have AIDS. But that's if it's on its good day and not a bad day. Who knows? So me and Randy went to a safest place that we know, and that was Fogarty's bar, running from the zombie. And there we found safe haven with friends there, telling our tale on how the Cyclones won and how we eluded this zombie. Now, in case you haven't noticed in the story, I am talking about a prostitute. Yes, the leg breaker of the night, the bed hopper of hops. And if you got a little bit, if you got the right change, you might get some strange from this being. Now, you might see me as cruel and uncompassionate for this person because it might have been a person who was in need of help. But I know a prostitute when I see one. So, in case you were thinking, no, I am not uncompassionate of others. And neither is my friends that I hung out with that night. We are compassionate people. We just know whores. That's the only problem. This was a zombie. Yeah, that's right, a zombie. We didn't have any weapons to our disposal at the time. Especially not our weapons that we would use on a zombie. Because, let's face it, it will be useless to the zombie if it craves the needs of something you were going to use. But, yeah. Anywho, it was a dangerous scenario we had to leave. So, at that point, we just escaped. But if you're judging us because we left that beast of burden for other people to deal with, then fuck you too, sir. For you were not in our possession, or in our shoes, or walking a mile or in our shoes. And you, sir, is at fault for coming up with theories of how we are people who saw someone and having a bad luck and not doing anything about it. Well, I say to you, sir, if you're judging my show, to kiss my ass because you were not there. You do not know the story. And for you do not know the story, you cannot judge without being there. For that is real, and that's the deal. I am Ollie K. For I'll catch you later on the next Real Shit with Ollie K.